Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to another Sunday school video. I hope you're all doing well. It's good to kind of see you over this video. I hope that you're doing well, that your family's doing well. I miss seeing your face if I haven't seen your face in a while, but know that you're in my thoughts and prayers and that I love you guys very much, and I hope that these videos can be helpful for you and encouraging for you during this time. So we're at our second week of On the Mountain for our Easter Sunday School series, and this week we're going to be talking about service on the mountain. So just a couple of thoughts to kind of get you started if you're following along with our at-home worksheet. These are listed in the questions, but what were some of your highs and lows for this week? If you can think back and reflect on those. And then how did you grow in your faith this past week, pertaining to our last week's theme of faith on the mountain? So today we're going to look at a couple of passages of scripture, and the first one is from Matthew 5:3-9, which I will be reading for you. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of their righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Oh, I read too many verses, but that's okay. This is Jesus' Sermon on the Mount when he talks about the different people in our lives who are blessed. And so a couple of questions just to think about through this passage is, why do you think Jesus calls these kinds of people blessed? Who do you usually think is blessed? It's interesting that Jesus' first sermon was about who is blessed, people who are in need of love. These are people who not only need to be served, but because of their humble hearts, they have the capacity in their hearts to serve others. Jesus talks about people who think about others above themselves, who cares about others, who are getting sad and are mournful, who realize that they need God, who forgive other people, and who care about doing what is right. He says that God will bless these people, for they just don't care about themselves, they also care about other people. And as you're reflecting on this and what Jesus said, think about yourself too. Are you someone who is meek and humble in heart? Are you hungering and thirsting for righteousness? Do you show mercy to other people? Are you trying to be pure in heart during this time? Are you trying to be a peacemaker? And do you comfort those who are mourning? It's good things to think about in your own life and your walk with Christ if you're acting those things out and if you're thinking that way as well. We're going to read Matthew 25:35-40. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, I tell you the truth, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me. So just some questions to think about. How is serving people like serving Jesus? Who can you serve in your daily life? As Jesus is listing the people it is important for us to serve, who of these people have you actually served in your own life? Maybe you can make a list too while you're at home of people you would like to serve more in the different groups that he listed. And our last passage comes from Luke. It's Luke 14:12-14. Then Jesus said to his host, when you give a luncheon or dinner, do not invite your friends, your brothers or relatives, or your rich neighbors. If you do, they may invite you back, and so you will be repaid. But when you give a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed. Although they cannot repay you, you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous. Why does Jesus say it's important to invite these kinds of people? Think about your lunchroom, pre-COVID, obviously. Who would be the people Jesus says to invite to your home? What could that look like? This week, the challenge that I have for you all is just to take the time to serve someone that Jesus mentions in the verses that we read. Find someone that you wouldn't have normally served before and maybe try and do something for them. Write an encouraging note, make a meal, offer something that's yours to them. The options are limitless when it comes to this, but focus on someone you wouldn't normally have served before and try and think of how you can help them this week. Second thing is, maybe invite someone you wouldn't normally invite to go for a walk or join in on a FaceTime call or write an encouraging note to someone from your school or sports team or activity that you do that you wouldn't have normally reached out to. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have a great week.